Huskies offense continues to shine. This time they put up 7 goals on the Broncos and they defeat Western Michigan 7-3 down at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center, and they pick up a big series sweep, and they got the power play and the offense going early. Joey Bennett at the top of the circle nets this one past Hafner. Huskies up 1-0. Later in the first period, the Huskies with some good defense as well. Charlie Lindgren kick save puts this one away, but he can't make all the saves. Frederick Tiffels on the power play for Western Michigan ties this one up at 1 apiece. Huskies back on the offensive attack. Patrick Russell on the far side puts this one past Hafner. Huskies regain the lead. It's 2-1. Later in the first period, Nathan Widman in the slot puts the Huskies up 3-1 as they head into the second period. In the second period, the Huskies would not be able to put Western Michigan away right away. Scott Moldenhauer ends up tipping this one past Lindgren. It's a 1-goal game, but the power play of St. Cloud State, way too dangerous. Mikey Asemont on the left of your screen hammers it home. Huskies with a 4-2 lead. Later in the second period, a Blake Winicky sighting puts this one in. Huskies up 5-2 in the second period, but once again cannot put Western Michigan away. Aya Capelli puts it on net. Novak tips it in. It's a 5-3 lead for St. Cloud State. Where are my chicken wings at? Jimmy Murray tips this one in. Another power play goal for St. Cloud State. It's 6-3 heading into the third period, and I've said this how many times this year. Could one more goal really hurt? Jimmy Schultz from the point puts it in. Huskies go on to win this one 7-3 down at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. They outshoot Western Michigan 32-28, and look at that power play stat line. 4 for 5 on the power play. Just a great night for St. Cloud State offensively. They sweep Western Michigan.
The game was way closer than the score, and everybody knew it. I mean, they kept fighting like dogs. And
I mean, it's hard to beat any team in this league, and it doesn't matter where they're at the standings. You know, it can be a tight game no matter who you're playing. And if we, like obviously against Western, we came out 4-0 on the year, and that's obviously a good sign for us.
All 4 lines have been able to produce offense for us, and we got a couple other bodies in there, and they had some chances. Tedesco and Papa had some chances in there tonight, and it's a strength, and we have to play to it, and we have to let our guys stay on the offensive side of the play, and it gets a little dangerous at times, but that's kind of how we're built. And Charlie needed to buckle back down, and you know, he got a little off there, and he knew it, and he focused back in there in the third period, and we were much more responsible. A lot of it was all coming out of our offensive zone. You know, we had some sustained play in the offensive zone while our forwards got tired. And their forwards are positional play there, and their gas tank's a little more full, and they can skate. And that caused us a lot of problems. And I liked our penalty kill again for the most part. So special teams was probably it was the factor of the game tonight.
You have so many people who are this talented and things like that. The power play is always going to be fun to watch, and fortunate enough for us, we have guys that are unselfish and like moving the puck, and that's the biggest thing on the power play. And
a lot of power plays are always huge. Even if you don't score, you want to maintain possession and you get momentum for the team and just get a bunch of shots to the net. And
you know, we've been a pretty darn good road team this year, and we have 8 games that we got to take on the road. So it's just the way the schedule lined up this year, and we got to be prepared for it.
All we want to do at the end of the season when it comes to playoff time is playing great hockey. And if we take first in the conference, great. If we take second, we'll take that too, and we'll push it into the frozen faceoff hopefully and continue from there.
With the sweep over Western Michigan, the Huskies still sit alone at the top of the conference with 38 points. North Dakota in second place with 35. There's still that big gap between 2 and 3. Denver with 23 points. And there's a bunch of teams packed up in the middle. Minnesota Duluth with 19. Nebraska Omaha, Miami, Western Michigan, and Colorado College round out the rest of the conference standings. The Huskies will be on a little bit of a hiatus from the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. They're going to be taking on a few teams down at the North Star College Cup, and they'll be on the road before they return back to the Brooks Center on February 26th when they take on the University of Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. That one's going to be on CBS Sports Network. Husky Productions will be back on February 27th when the Huskies take on the Bulldogs. Puck drop is set for 7:07 p.m. and we'll have coverage beginning at 7 p.m. on Charter Channel 823. So the Huskies sweep Western Michigan. That'll do it for us here at Husky Productions. Everybody have a great rest of your night.